Here we go. Chapter 71. Last off, we saw Code about to what it seemed like kill Amato. Obviously, I doubt that's going to happen, but we know he has limiters removed, and they're in control. As far as we know, let's see what happens. Page 1. Okay, so it goes back to where we saw Code about to kill Amato, what it seemed like. Let's see. Even genius scientist Sanju Amato is at their mercy. See ya, Amato. Ida, a word, it's about Kawaki. Of course he was going to play that card. That's the only thing that would have saved him at this point, was mentioning Kawaki. Smart man, smart man. Alright, next page. Yes, what about Kawaki? Kawaki is the ace up my sleeve in case Konoha ever tries to abandon me like now, or if they decide to eliminate me. What do you mean? I don't understand. Ignore him, he's bluffing out of desperation, just stalling for time. Code, I'm talking to him, don't interrupt. This is stupid. You're gonna buy this windbags and mutterings. He'll just use you for his own ends. Did you not hear me? I'm telling you not to interfere. Sorry, but he's on my retribution list too. You already told me Kawaki's off limits. You have no right to deny me Amato as well. Okay, let's see what happens. Interesting tension building, since Ida seems so clearly fascinated by Kawaki for some reason. Damon. Hey now, don't get too carried away. Damn. Did he just stop delimited Code from killing Amato? Jesus. What is this kid made of? Wow. That's impressive. My intent to kill is already being reflected. Interesting. Come down here, chicken bastard. Code, did you just attack my little brother with the intent to kill him? That's a horrible accusation, considering you fired the first shot. So he just said, my intent to kill is already being deflected. Is he implying that Damon has that ability to take away your intent? That's what it seems like to me. Ida and Damon have some interesting abilities, that's for sure. Next page. I wondered before, if you end up being a hindrance to us, I'll have to dispose of you. Wait a second, hindrance me? Do you still not understand Code? Ida's got an invitation from Konoha now. She already has an opportunity to get close to Kawaki, but if she keeps associating with you, she'll ruin this chance. So how are you not a hindrance? It takes your intent and reflects the damage you intended to do onto you. Interesting. Wow. Shut it, Amato. Quit the smooth talk. You're trying to trick Eda and throw me to the wolves, but it's not going to work. Trick? I'm just stating the truth. I said, shut up. Okay, he's once again trying to eliminate Amato. Are you stupid? If Big Sis says don't, then stop doing it. Idiots who can't understand such simple things need to be disposed of. You getting this, Code? Damn. This Damon kid has no fear, huh? It's impressive. Impressive. Okay, it goes back to Naruto, Sasuke, and Boruto. No matter who you are, you become enchanted by her? What the heck? I'm sure we'll run into her again. Then you'll see for yourselves. What is she? A cyborg relic like Code? I don't know for sure, but Amato mentioned before that among the cyborgs who were scrapped were several who greatly surpassed Jigen's power? Several who surpassed Jigen's powers. Folks, take that into yourselves and let that muster. Let that sit for a second. Jigen, alright? So the vessel of Ishiki, the same vessel that whipped Naruto and Sasuke's ass. And Shikamaru saying Amato is stating that there are several stronger than Jigen. Wow. That is insane. So they're stronger than full power Naruto and Sasuke. Besides Baryon mode, of course, as we know. Besides Baryon mode, that's fucking insane. Greatly surpassed Jigen's power. Are you fucking serious? Wow. That says a lot. That's a big statement right there, man. A huge statement. Stated by the creator, I believe, of the cyborgs, right? Amato. So it's quite the legitimate source. Wow. Okay. Wow. Ida is likely one of them, considering what that Amato was surprised at her presence, and even worse, it seems Ida's not Code's only companion. What? During last night's battle, there was someone Code used to counter Kawaki when he was cornered. It wasn't Ida. I'm certain of it. There's at least one other enemy cyborg. Damn. Impressive. Hey Ida, Damon's acting real weird. Do something, will you? I'm grateful to you, Code I am, for freeing me. That's why I helped you regain your power. But let's call it a day now. It's time to end this. You're kidding, right? I love you, Ida, from the bottom of my heart. Don't you still need my power? No thanks. I don't care for your self-serving attitude. Whether your feelings are real or not, I've had enough. Okay, seems like Ida is becoming fed up with Code's selfish ambitions. I think it's interesting how they always mention Jigen instead of Ishiki. I guess you can interpret it as them knowing him as Jigen. Yeah, so at the bare minimum, they're stronger than Ishiki when he was in his vessel, which is still astronomically powerful, right? Astronomically powerful. Able to take out Naruto and Sasuke in conjunction, going all out, which is fucking insane. And they're greatly stronger than that. That's insane. Now the question is, are they stronger than Ishiki himself, the one that fought Baryon and Naruto? We don't know that. That's still a little ambiguous. At the end of the day, it's a semantical thing. Some people might interpret that as, oh, well, Amato meant Ishiki. But again, that's ambiguous because it's not explicitly stated. So you'd have to assume he means that. But yeah, Jigen, even saying Jigen is ridiculous because that guy was the shit until Baryon mode. And until now, I should say. Alright. Here we go, let's continue. Don't worry about Big Sis, whether it's against Ototsuki or anyone else, I'll protect her. Damn, he's confident, huh? Very confident. I see, Ida doesn't need 2 knights, does she? That's right, just one. Me. What? What are you talking about? You're creeping me out. Sorry, Damon, but let's clear up once and for all who the real hindrance here is. Okay, interesting play by Code here. Let's see what he's trying to accomplish. Hey, you're losing it. Sounds interesting. Try it. Code, his palms. Beware of Damon's palms. Is Amato giving him advice? It's only when he's touching others with his hands that actions get reflected. Bug, you jerk, how dare you. Good, this is good. Damon's ability is bothersome, but it can be overcome if you know its secret. Plus, Code regained his full power, which is greater than Jigen's was. Okay, another important statement. Code without limiters is stronger than bare minimum Jigen. Bare minimum. Best case, they'll destroy each other. Okay, so this guy seems to know of the cyborgs. He's saying best case, they'll destroy each other. He's implying that they're relative? At the bare... hopefully, he's hoping that they're relative. That's the best case to him. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. I see. Only when touching others. You said earlier that you felt like you couldn't lose to anyone or something like that. That was hilarious. Oh shit. Wow. Code attempted to blitz Damon. Damon literally said that was hilarious. Okay. Impressive. Keep in mind, Code is stronger than Jigen now. And he just outsped someone of that caliber, blitzing him. Damn. Damon just blitzed him. Shit. I'm getting fucking Minato 4th rate Kage vibes here. Insane. Insane. Impressive. Wow. Oh shit. Did he get him? I don't think so. I think he still failed to strike him. Shit, man. Kid's impressive. No way. Had enough yet? You do seem stronger than Jigen, so neither Hokage nor Uchiha should be trouble. Shit. Damn. But that's all. Who's second or third doesn't matter to number 1, me. Damn it, Cold's all bark and no bite. That's why I was against waking Damon up. Shit. Damn. The kid is something else. Okay, let's continue. Running away, that's fine. I won't chase after you. Just don't get in my way. And I think you know this, but I can see everything, so I'll kill you if warranted. Shit. I've got a mission to cultivate a divine tree and obtain its chakra fruit. As per the Otsutsuki, will Ishiki bequeath to me. Okay. He has karma activated as well. Shit. I'll devour it and become a new Otsutsuki. Oh, good luck. Once I'm an Otsutsuki, your ability won't affect me. That's when I'll finally know my true feelings towards you. Whether I want to love you or want to kill you. Okay. So he's implying that if you're an Otsutsuki, her ability doesn't work. And I think her ability is along the terms of manipulating your will or something like that. So, would Boruto be immune? That's the question. Would Boruto be immune to her ability since he's 100% Otsutsuki according to Momoshiki? Interesting. Maybe he is the trump card. If he gets strong enough, or if he's strong enough, that is. God, you crazy psycho. Amato, you're utterly devious. Not only did you survive that crisis, but you artfully managed to separate Code and I as well. And you decided it'd be a great chance to cut Code off. Now that's why you stood up for me, even a bit roughly. Don't lump me in with you. I just wanted to hear the rest of your story. If it does turn out to be a bluff, I have no qualms killing you. Alright. I think here and Code had a conversation about the same time they were discussing Kawaki. Interesting. The passing of the torch is really taking place, with Boruto being essentially an Otsutsuki, Kawaki having a karma. The passing of the torch to the next generation is definitely taking place. It's becoming more and more apparent as each chapter goes on. Kawaki is the ace up my sleeve. That's not a bluff, it's the truth. Yo, interesting. You ain't too bad a ride. Damon's just itching to kill you, you know, so if you don't want to die, I suggest you start explaining now. Kawaki has regained karma and simultaneously inherited Ishiki's abilities. His power is likely to keep growing. Interesting. And as of right now, there is no one in Konoha who can oppose Kawaki's power, including the Hokage. Except for me? You've planted something else inside Kawaki, haven't you? Code will probably be over Baryon mode. Not enough for me to safely claim that, but yeah, that definitely seems like a possibility, especially if he becomes Otsutsuki like he claims. So Amato is suggesting that Boruto could even stop Kawaki right now. He's saying, as of right now, there is no one in Konoha, including Boruto, who's 100% Otsutsuki, who can oppose Kawaki's power. Okay. But Amato's saying there is Plan B. He has something inside of him. Let's see what it is. A unique emergency shutdown command code that only I can use. Okay. I guess that's the drawback when you have a synthetic karma or whatever the hell Kawaki exactly has in him. Interesting. It's Konoha's job to manage Kawaki, but this concerns the other villages too, so he's Konoha's #1 priority, meaning they all have no choice but to rely on me. Yeah, right. You're profiting from resolving your problem you yourself created by restoring Kawaki's karma. Moreover, why is it that you didn't put such a stop function in him to begin with? It's possible Boruto can stop him. He hasn't even used his Jogan yet, so maybe we'll see that soon. Yeah, Amato doesn't know the exact specifications of Boruto's power yet. I don't think he's even seen the full extent of it, so he is, I guess, assuming that Boruto's inferior, but he doesn't truly know. He knows about the Hokage being nerfed, Sasuke being nerfed, so it's a possibility. It's a possibility. To me, I would estimate or predict that they're probably relative right now. There's no way to 100% confirm or deny that, but that seems like to be the case. So, I think. Because Jigen forbade it, to him, implanting such a function in his precious vessel was unacceptable. But I can beat the heck out of him without breaking a sweat. It's as Damon says, he can deal with Kawaki's power, and if you should die, perhaps Konoha will come to rely on us siblings. Yeah, Damon's just that trump card, apparently. Shit. You have a point, an intriguing one. But the shutdown function is just insurance to protect my standing in the village. My real objective is different. And Kawaki's karma is necessary to achieve it. You haven't answered my question, so spill it or I'll kill you. Alright. I'll talk, but it's a long story. Something that I need to tell Konoha as well. Can you wait until we get there? You should accept Shikamaru's offer, Ida. It's as he said, if you want to build a relationship with Kawaki, you should move to Konoha. You think so too? Move to Konoha? Don't worry, I'll mediate, since we have to tell them about Damon too. Shall we head out to Konoha village then? Damn it, why'd you bring me? And where are we anyway? I saw it as rescuing you, you know, better than leaving you back there to die. Don't keep dragging me into things, damn it. Why'd it end up like this? It's Kawaki's fault, all of it, from beginning to end. That bastard, I never cared for him from the get-go. How'd we end up as a legitimate vessel? He ended up as a legitimate vessel. Why couldn't it have been me? And Ida too. He's taken everything from me. Every single time, he's always takes what's important to me. I'm gonna kill him. I swear I'll wreck everything, every single thing that's precious to him. The Hokage, his friends, and Konoha village too. Alright, Code. Continue on. I think that's the end. Wow, what a very telling, or at least seemingly telling chapter. Oroshiki should be over the current gen besides Kawaki and above. Yeah, definitely that. So, this chapter was very telling. We learned a lot of important facts here, or at least highly implied suggestions. The cyborgs, several of them are greatly stronger than Jigen, the same Jigen that destroyed at full power Naruto and Sasuke before, of course, Naruto learned Baryon mode or resorted to it, him and Kurama. That is insane. That puts them above prime Naruto and Sasuke at their best. Besides Baryon mode, of course, again. That's fucking ridiculous. Essentially, the Hokage and Sasuke are useless. At least as of what we know. Because of what we know, they're useless. They're nerfed. They got nothing to offer against someone of that caliber. Even when they were at full power, they couldn't deal with him. So that is ridiculous. It's becoming more and more apparent that the passing of the torch has become the new prioritized aspect in Boruto, right? The passing of the torch, Naruto and Sasuke get nerfed. Boruto becomes 100% Otsutsuki. Kawaki gets what appears to be a synthetic karma. However, there's a drawback, as Amato now has stated. He has a emergency shutdown function inside of him, which is going to be problematic for Kawaki. Amato states Kawaki has the power to take down Code, which is crazy. The old guy claims Code is over Jigen. Yeah, and he implies that Kawaki's only getting stronger, possibly due to him mastering the karma. Or who knows how exactly the karma works, if it's synthetic or what the exact specifications are. Yeah, maybe we all just vastly underestimate Boruto and Kawaki's power at the moment. Yep, that is a possibility. If Kawaki can master that karma, and Ishiki previously stated that Kawaki was a better vessel than Jigen, then maybe Kawaki will surpass Ishiki. Alright, because I believe somewhere it's implied or stated that perfect vessels are stronger than the Otsutsuki themselves, right? I believe, I could be mistaken, but I believe that's the case. So if Kawaki can master the karma and become what Ishiki suggested, then maybe he'll be stronger than Ishiki. And then he can contend with the likes of Damon, Code. That would be insane. Boruto as well, right? If he can master the karma, he'll be stronger than Momoshiki was. There's still a lot of ambiguity. There's still some ambiguity, but we learned a lot. Learned a lot that we didn't know previously. I did not know Damon was on that level. That's insane. I didn't know Code. Well, I kind of predicted Code would be something with those limiters removed. It kind of seems apparent that eventually he'll become stronger than Ishiki. Or at least Jigen, bare minimum. The passing of the torch is a sad thing, though. You know, we're so used to Naruto and Sasuke being the big dogs. They've been the big dogs for a long time, taking care of you know, world level threats, and now they're on the back nine. You know, they're on the back nine now. It's unfortunate. I can see the distaste in the OG fans' mouths when they see this. That's why it hasn't been as loved as the original Naruto. It makes sense. You know, the OGs want the same traditions to continue, but, you know, with time comes change. So we got the new generation. Boruto and Kawaki are leading it. And hopefully we learn more about Sarada. You know, if Sarada is going to be what her father was, she's going to need her own little arc of evolution. Boruto right now is 84% Otsutsuki, so he should be 100% after Kashiki's emergency timer goes off. Then Boruto will be out of control, just a theory. Possibly. But I believe in the previous chapter, either that one or the one previous, I think it was stated that Momoshiki can no longer emerge. Let me double check that though. I think it was in 69, if I'm not mistaken, where he was stabbed. Let's see here. Oh no, he was already back here. Okay. I believe Momoshiki himself said he could no longer emerge, if I'm not mistaken, after Kawaki stabbed him. Let me double check that. I think it was here. Let's see, where does he emerge? He emerges here somewhere. Where are you? Where are you? $67? Yeah, it might be 67. Okay, yeah, here he's stabbed. So let's see where Momoshiki emerges. Where are you, Momo? Almost there. There's Damon. A little farther. A little farther. There he is. Okay, let's see what he says. You're my sole priceless vessel. I can't afford to lose you for my own sake. The wound's healed. What did you? Part of your heart and lungs were destroyed and you lost a large amount of blood. You would have died, of course, had I not interfered. The loss of my vessel will result in my soul's extinguishment, just like in Ishiki's case. In addition of being a receptacle for one soul, a vessel also serves as its anchor to the world of the living. Okay, continue on. I think he states here somewhere. As you know, your karma contains all of me in data form compressed. About 82% had already been extracted and diffused into your body. My resurrection would finally become possible once the remaining 18% finished extracting, but regrettably, not if my vessel itself were to get destroyed beforehand. Okay. So I had no choice but to rewrite the last 18% into your data, so the cells and tissues you've lost could be fabricated anew. In short, you used parts that weren't meant for your body to revive me. Precisely, unfortunately, you taking away 18% of my data has made it impossible for me to resurrect. There we go, so he does state it. I see. In that case, I guess I win, since my resolve to die has managed to prevent your resurrection. Don't get too excited, lad. The reason why I'm talking to you is to impart a warning. Rewritten or not, it started off as Otsutsuki data originally, so there's no change in the fact that all 100% of the Otsutsuki data has finished extracting, which means you are now a pure, genuine, complete Otsutsuki, and that signifies only one thing. You are ready to be sacrificed to Ten Tails. Code will soon realize this too. Get fed to that monster at any moment, fine. It saves me the trouble having to hunt him down. Quit the cocky act. Bear in mind, your return to life is not an event that will be ever repeated. You will stay dead next time. Okay, so Momoshiki is banking on the hopes that Code realizes that Boruto is 100% Otsutsuki and feeds him to the Ten Tails. So he sacrificed his resurrection but he's still banking on Code doing what he's supposed to do in Momoshiki's eyes. Okay. Alright. So, he can't, I believe, take control of Boruto's subconsciousness anymore. I believe that's the case. I believe that's the case. If he can't resurrect, then it would be illogical to assume he can still take over Boruto's consciousness. He didn't explicitly state he can still do that, but he did explicitly state he can't be resurrected. So, he has to bank on Code finishing the job, I guess you could say. Now, as far as a time skip, if I had to predict how far we are away from it, based on the trajectory of how everything's going, I would say we're not super close to it. I think there's still quite a bit of chapters to go on, because I just think that Boruto and Kawaki have some evolving to do. They still have to master their abilities. In the time skip, it seems that they have complete control. Boruto seemingly effortlessly awakens his karma to battle Kawaki in that small little clip that we get. And then Kawaki seems to have complete control of his as well. They're not quite there yet. I think it's going to take a while. But this was a very telling chapter. So we're reaching levels beyond that of Jigen, and eventually beyond that of Ishiki, and eventually probably beyond that of Baryon mode. We might be there already, although it's still ambiguous. All we know is the cyborgs are greatly stronger than Jigen. Greatly, which is a strong key word. They're greatly stronger. So, it's very telling. There might be an argument to be made that they're stronger than Ishiki himself, right? Based off the word greatly, but then you'd have to try and quantify how much stronger is Ishiki compared to Jigen, which is ambiguous, right? It's ambiguous. This is a good chapter. This is the most information we've been given, at least from my eye, in a long time, based on the cyborgs, at least. Information about the cyborgs is the most information given. It's a lot of ambiguity and a lot of mystery for a long time. Very, very telling. Alright, folks, if you have any questions or a video you have in mind, maybe I'll do that before I depart. Ishiki over Jigen is hard to quantify. Why? It's never really stated how much stronger Ishiki is than Jigen. He clearly is stronger, right? I believe that's the case, but we don't know exactly how much stronger. So if you were to argue that the cyborgs are stronger than Ishiki, it'd be tough to quantify that. You know, war, Shino beats pain. I don't know about that one. But yeah, this chapter is very telling. After reading this chapter, I'll be mad if a main cast member dies to Code. Yeah, with Code wanting vengeance against Kawaki in particular, and with Amato going back to the Leaf. However, Ida will not let Damon do anything if it affects her precious Kawaki. He's been taking a lot of L's. Yeah, Code seemingly was going to get what he wants, and then Kawaki was the trump card, just like Amato said. The ace up his sleeve. That's what stopped him from being eliminated by Code. And that's what essentially caused Damon and Ida to turn on Code, and now Code's on his own. And seems to be inferior to Damon. Damon seemingly had no issue. Outsped him on a couple of occasions, which is very impressive, very telling. He seemingly seems like the strongest cyborg. It seems that way. Or you could counter and say, well, Ida's so much more powerful that she'd rather just send Damon to do it because she doesn't want to get her hands dirty. Maybe that's the case. I don't know. It's ambiguous. But Damon is up there. He is a freak of nature. It really is. The timescape is coming soon. I feel it. Yeah, the climax is approaching. Let's just say that. The climax of this storyline is approaching. Tragedy will be upon us soon, for sure. But yeah, folks, if you have any final questions or a video, if enough of you want, I'll do that before I depart. I'm very interested to see what Ida's actual combat prowess is like. Yeah, still some mystery revolving around her. Still some mystery. She has some very problematic abilities, of course. The ability to, what it seemingly seems like, manipulate your will, that's insane. If you're not Otsutsuki according to Code, that's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous ability. Or Arashino was able to blow up a Jubi clone that was the same size as the one Sasuke forced himself into Susanoo to take out with his Susanoo blade. Well, I'm actually going to try and get more involved in the Dragon Ball Super manga. It's a plan of mine. So I could react to that as well. Maybe the next one I'll be well versed enough. I wonder if she has any abilities or just throws hands. Maybe it'll just be some dumb shonen thing where she kisses them and she knocks them through a wall. Yeah, right now she has some pretty stupid abilities already. Pretty stupid. Definitely. Do you think the lift will accept Ida and Damon? Well, knowing Sasuke and Naruto's brain, when they show up, Naruto will know, especially if Amato brings up specifics, that they're in no shape to contend with them, and they might have no choice but to cooperate. They're going to be cautious. Alright, Shikamaru, Sasuke, Naruto, they're all going to come to this conclusion that they're not in any shape to even contend with these guys. Especially if Amato says, oh, they're stronger than Jigen. Like, they're fucked. You know, they're fucked. There's no way they're going to be able to contend. And I don't think they want to put their trust in Kawaki and Boruto just yet. I'm sure they're not aware of their abilities. And Naruto saw. I think he was there when he saw what Damon was. Freak of nature. So they're going to have to cooperate in some sort of fashion to avoid elimination. There's no way they're going to be able to rebel. At least not explicitly. They're going to have to be very cautious in their approach. Very cautious. Ida's weakness is Kawaki, and Damon listens to Ida, so that's their advantage. Damon already skills. Oh yes, yes he does, definitely. The kid literally states, "Oh, I'd beat the shit out of Jigen like it's fucking a walk to the park." Yeah, he definitely would. He's definitely above those two. What do you think Amato's intentions are? We get some interesting dialogue from this chapter. Amato's a tricky individual. To try and assess what his intentions are, it's a tricky thing. He's very crafty in that way. He is like the antithesis of Shikamaru as far as his personality. He has the wits, the intelligence. But the antithesis of Shikamaru is a crafty and sneaky guy, and that's what Amato is. I mean, he saved himself from being eliminated. That's pretty impressive. His intentions, what would they be? He doesn't really outright say them. Right now, he wants to stay alive. Right? He's going to have to play his cards right to keep it that way. He's going to have to give Ida what she wants, and that's Kawaki, or a relationship with Kawaki, quote unquote. He's going to have to give that to her. His intention, maybe power. Maybe it's power. Maybe he wants to control Kawaki. And maybe he wants to use Kawaki as the individual that will stop the Otsutsuki. Because as we know, Amato, in the end, was never really with Ishiki. He was never on his side. He was always against him. And was planning to take him down. Right? He still failed, right? Koji Kashin failed to defeat him. He just didn't stack up. Kawaki, having Ishiki's abilities and seemingly growing more in power, as Amato stated, might be the key to what Amato wants. Maybe he just wants the Otsutsuki gone. Maybe he knows they're a worldwide threat. Because he mentions he has a personal purpose for Kawaki's karma. Yeah, to me, the best assessment and prediction I have would be he wants to take out the Otsutsuki, get rid of them. He knows what they are. He knows the threat that they present. But these cyborgs seem to have backfired on him because now they're against him. Damon, Ida, Code especially. Amato is actually a very good villain. He's underrated in my opinion. He's underrated as a villain, to be honest. Crafty, and has created some of the most powerful individuals we've ever seen. So the writers are doing a good job of keeping his intentions somewhat hidden from us. If we can make our predictions, but I think Boruto's nailing it with Amato. Yeah, very witty, very sneaky with his intent. Intelligence on par with Shikamaru, maybe even above that. I mean, the guy created above Jigen level threats. He created them. That's insane. So I've already seen throughout the community some people revering Damon, and rightfully so, right? Damon is the guy. He seems like that guy right now. The untouchable. At least until Kawaki and Boruto get stronger, or Code gets stronger or something. Damon is a real threat. A real threat. Raw power. You know? He's raw power. Not only that, he just seems funny. He called Code a chicken shit. Yeah. The kid has some charisma. Pretty dangerous individual right there. Pretty dangerous. He has a flamboyant personality and also has astronomical power. Enough to say that he would whip the shit out of Jigen, which is insane. Bitched Code. Made him fucking leave. Like, damn. without his limiters. Without his limiters. He said, get the fuck out of here. That must be embarrassing. A simple child. Well, you can't say simple. But a child whipped your ass and you had to leave. It sucks. And Code apparently has some feelings, I guess. Cyborgs have feelings apparently to Ida. And Damien was like, nope, get the fuck out of here. Fuck off. So, it was that simple. Code tried to blitz him on several occasions. Failed to do so. Got his ass beat. Had to leave. The real question is, what would the popularity of Boruto be once Naruto and Sasuke really are gone, right? And it's already happening, symbolically, right? They're already on the back nine. They're becoming more and more irrelevant. There's no way they can contend, at least based on what we know, with any of these guys. There's no way in hell they're going to contend. They're way out of their fucking league. Even at full power, they could barely come out alive against Jigen. I just see the inevitable outcome of Naruto and Sasuke dying. Whether it's symbolic, they become fodder, or they die. Which I think would be a more respectful way for them to go, in my opinion. If they're just fucking fodder on the back nine, that would be very disrespectful, and Boruto would lose even more popularity as an anime and as a manga. I'm gonna still read it, fuck it. Yeah, the hardcores I think will stick to it. The casuals that are very emotionally invested into the old ways of Naruto and the old traditions, the old themes, hard work and dedication, they're not gonna like it, and they're already not liking it. All right, so let's see what the writers do then. They're gonna have to make the casuals become emotionally invested. That's what they have to do, and they gotta do that through the narrative. They have to do that through the narrative. We saw the grind that Naruto was on for years. As a kid, being ostracized from the village, being treated like shit, right? Having nobody, and then meeting Kakashi and Jiraiya. They took him under their wing, taught him how to be a shinobi. He rose his way through the ranks and became Hokage. Now that's a legacy, right? Now we look at Boruto and Kawaki. They were handed power. Let's be honest. They were handed power. I mean, Naruto and Sasuke did the heavy lifting against Momoshiki, yet Momoshiki gives Boruto his power. That's just a fucking gold nugget on the platter for you, to be quite honest. So that's not the best way to get someone emotionally invested, right? To the casuals and to the OGs, it's like, oh, this guy got a silver spoon in his mouth. He didn't earn it. Kawaki, same thing. Lost his karma, then magically he gets a synthetic one. That's what the casuals say, right? That's why they don't like it. I understand. Emotional appeal is key in mangas. That's why some of the best mangas of all time, those characters are greatly revered. Goku, Naruto, Luffy, Levi Ackerman, Eren Yeager. Like those guys, people are devoted to them, right? They're emotionally invested. But us hardcores, we're going to stick to it. I'm definitely sticking to it, you know. There's going to be an audience. I just don't see it. Unless they do something beautifully narratively, it's not going to be as big as Naruto was in the grand scheme of things. That's my estimation. I might be wrong. Maybe the writers fucking surprise us. Maybe they do. The whole time skip implies the death of the old ways. So I unironically actually like current Boruto as a character. Sure, he's a brat at the beginning, but he actually goes through some growth, and he has his flaws. Seems very human rather than being contrived writing. Yeah, I would admit that Boruto has evolved as a character, has become more selfless, right? I mean, he literally sacrificed himself. Him and Kawaki plotted this plan, and he said, you know what, Kawaki, take me out, because Momoshiki's a threat. Just take me out when you got the chance, and that's very selfless of him. He's willing to do that. This is going to be hard to replicate that greatness, you know, that Naruto had. But yeah, Boruto isn't trash in my opinion. The whole manga and anime is not trash. Is it goated like Naruto? Not quite. It's a good anime. It's a good manga. A lot of fireworks. A lot of mysterious and intriguing villains. And it's really not trash, you know? There was no second thought. Yeah, exactly. No second thought. Just like Naruto would have. Just like Naruto, just like Itachi would have. Kakashi. You know, the guys that are the most devoted. But what I did really like about the time skip clip was the symbolism, right? Not only is it the destruction of Konoha and what seemed like the death of Naruto, but it seemed like the death of the old shinobi way. The death of hard work and dedication, right? That's what Kawaki was implying. He's like, it's over. It's done. There's a new way. And if I had to predict what's going through his mind, it's that the old way doesn't work anymore, right? Naruto and Sasuke, despite all their hard work and dedication, they couldn't take out Jigen. They couldn't take out Ishiki until Kurama pulled out the trump card. We have Cyborg stronger than Jigen. Naruto and Sasuke are nerfed. The old way doesn't work anymore. I understand that. Right? It's the death of that theme, the death of that legacy. Boruto in the clip, right, the time skip, seems like the guy that's gonna try and protect that. He even says, I'm still a shinobi. He's defending his dad's honor. He's defending the way the shinobi's honor, the old way of the old generation. He wants to keep it afloat because it's sinking. Right now it's sinking as we speak. That shit is sinking. That legacy is starting to sink. It's not above water floating effortlessly anymore. It's sinking. So I really like that battle of themes. I think that's really well done. Of course, being an OG fan, I hope Boruto comes out on top. I hope he protects the way of the shinobi and it continues on, even through his children. That's the hope. But who knows, maybe the writers will go a different approach. We'll get some weird twist, plot twist, and it's the death of the shinobi way. So, we'll see. It's a beautiful thing, though, for sure. It's one of the best parts of Boruto.